Hi. Recently, another viewer wrote into me asking me to create a video about feeling worthy about money. And I think feelings of worthiness when it comes to money a lot of times stem from this core belief a lot of people have that money is the root of all evil, or that people who have money are selfish or greedy. And I think it can be hard to reconcile the idea of you being a good person and simultaneously having money in abundance. So I wanted to share with you a few thoughts on this that will hopefully open up your mind, if you're hoping to attract more money, into the idea that it's actually very good for you to be abundant. All right. So a lot of times, again, we hear that people who have money are selfish or they are greedy, but this is a very limited way of thinking. Now, the reality of the situation is if somebody is able to access higher levels of wealth and prosperity, they then have the opportunity to give to others. So think about it this way. If you had two options, and we're going to make them very polarizing, one would be to be in a very poor state and one to be in a very rich state. Which state is going to allow you to give? The rich state. The poor state that you may find yourself is actually going to put you in a situation where you need to take from others. And unfortunately, people find themselves in that state, and that's okay. If they need help, we can give them help. But if you want to be somebody who has the capacity to help other people, attracting abundance is actually a very good thing to do. So an example from my personal life, if I hadn't had tapped into the ability to attract more money into my life, I wouldn't be able to sit here and create this video to help you tap into more money in your life. So my ability to open up to abundance has in turn allowed me to pass on abundance to other people. And this is the case for anybody who manages to attract more abundance into their life. So somebody who's a business owner, who's a wealthy business owner, can afford to hire more employees, therefore passing on more wealth. They can create more products that benefit more people. So attracting wealth in turn allows you to pass on more wealth to others. So keep that in mind. Now here's another thing, and this is kind of a different idea for some people, but money, and I made another video on this, money isn't a limited resource. Rather, it's a reflection on the value that you bring into the world. So when you attract more money to you, it isn't that you're yanking it away from other people, but rather you've come to value yourself more. And so as a result, you're attracting more, which allows you to pass on more value to other people. So try to see money as a reflection of your value rather than as a limited resource. And to aid in that discussion, I'm going to go ahead and put a link to that other video that I created on how money is more of a reflection of value than it is a limited resource. But please try to reconcile that idea. When it comes to money, again, a lot of people think that if you have money, you're a bad person, you're greedy, you're taking from other people. But if you really think about it, the opposite is true. The people that have managed to attract the most money are also the same people that are able to pass on the most money. People that do not attract a lot of money aren't capable of passing on to other people. So if helping other people is part of that squirreliness that's been bothering you about attracting more money, keep that in mind. If I attract more money, I can help more people. I can pass on more abundance to other people. Okay, so remember that. That can be a very useful idea when it comes into tapping into more feelings of worthiness when it comes to attracting wealth and prosperity.